And now the honor graduate with the highest grade point average for the class of 2009, Bowie High School's valedictorian, Ms. Claire Duvalier. Claire had a very diverse education career, including spending 6 years living in France. She is multilingual, speaking French, Spanish, and English. Her music career includes marching band, concert band, and percussion. Besides being involved in various academic clubs, Claire is also involved in many school clubs, including the Future Organic Farmers of America, Gay Straight Alliance, and the Swinging Dance Club. Claire will be attending Columbia University and majoring in chemical engineer. The valedictorian of 2009, Ms. Claire Duvalier. Claire.
Thank you, Mr. Kane, and welcome, distinguished platform guests, parents, teachers, and of course, the true finest student body ever assembled. À ma famille, merci pour m'avoir ouvert un monde différent, pour m'avoir appris à penser différemment que les autres, et pour moi-même. Merci pour m'avoir montré ce qui est une bonne une personne juste. Et merci pour m'avoir montré, pour ne pas m'avoir donné tout ce que je voulais, et pour m'avoir récompensé pour mes bonnes notes, avec 5 $ sur mon compte au lieu de plein de sous. C'est grâce à vous que mes priorités sont ce qu'elles sont. Maman et papa, je vous retrouve chacun dans ma personnalité. Je suis sûre que je suis qui je suis, parce que vous êtes qui vous êtes. If you've ever asked me to say something in French, I hope you're satisfied. And for all you know, your shout-out was in there too. Parents, without you, none of us would be here today. Without your 18 years of guidance, we would be hopelessly lost. We wouldn't know how to ride our bikes or tie our shoes. And I suppose we probably wouldn't be graduating today either. You are the reason your children are who they are, even if you don't see it or they haven't realized it yet. So to the parents, thank you for changing our diapers, calming our tantrums, enduring our preteen years, and even surviving these last 4. Nothing can fully express how important you have been and continue to be to our success, but hopefully a round of applause tonight will do. Teachers, wow. I hope you realize that we've learned so much more from you than merely what you put into your lesson plans. Yes, you showed us how to take painfully pristine notes and how to incorporate Nerf guns into class lectures. But really, you tricked us into learning how to think. Students, I hope that you have met at least one teacher about whom you can say, if I turn out to be half that person, then I think I'll be just fine. I know I have, and I'd like your help in recognizing and thanking all that those teachers are. Writing this, I realized how much easier it is to talk about the past than the future, to reflect on what has been rather than what might be. So I thought of beginning with an inspirational quotation contemplating life, love, the number 42, and then expanding on it, adding variations from personal experience, and ultimately tying it back to this day. But I don't think Mr. Kane would appreciate me stealing his signature move. So I thought I would just address you all, as if I were talking to one of my friends. But in that case, it'd be a pretty short speech. Oh, 9! All right, well then, I decided to go with the tried and true metaphor approach. I picked a commonplace object, analyzed it, and broke it down, and explained how it actually represents us as a class, as 636 lifetimes. But then I decided that 5 minutes might be too long to spend talking about a Snuggie. So then I thought, okay, flying cars, robots, Google's world domination, Bowie football, state championship, the inevitable future. We've been to the moon, and we have peanut butter and jelly in the same jar. And we didn't get this far by fixating on the past. So let's not bother with yesterday's precedents when tomorrow doesn't even pretend to bring any guarantees? How could we be audacious enough to think that we're immune to change, when even Mr. Cleary's mullet couldn't stand the test of time? So take comfort in the things you know you can always depend on. FNet will always equal MA. But don't be discouraged by those things that change daily, like our 10 or so bell schedules. Try food you've never heard of or seen before without hesitation. Revel in all the wonderful new skills you acquire, like the sit and scoot bus drill. But don't pine over those you think you've lost. Laugh with your eyes, above all. When you're famous, don't forget yourself. Sign autographs freely, especially for those with whom you experienced advisory. Understand that people change, and accept that you will too. If you don't believe me, reread your senior self letter once or twice. Keep an open mind, but don't let anyone else decide what fills it. Love every day, even and especially if it's a ridiculous late start pep rally advisory adventure of one. Play and don't keep score. Bend the rules if it makes things funny, but don't do it rudely. Make waffles and order pie in class, but remember to offer some to your teacher as well. Respect each and every person you meet, at the very least, as a fellow human being. And forget what everyone else thinks is the norm, because we all know having air-conditioned hallways is totally overrated anyway. Oh, and don't forget to wash your hands, because you never know when swine flu will strike again. So no matter how many times you lose the game, and no matter if your girlfriend dumped you because you're not enough like Edward Cullen, keep going at it. When it comes down to the hardest parts of your life, don't be afraid to just go for it all the way, no matter how deep you have to go or how dirty your hands have to get. Don't waste it by worrying so much about what your friends will think. Just keep pushing, stay firm, and don't let what they say ever get you down. Seriously though, wonder at this world. Live life and love it. Know who you are and know who you want to be. But know that the difference between the two is really only up to you. So talk less and say more. But say less, do more. Change the world, Bowie class of 2009. I triple dog dare you. Thank you, and again, congratulations.
Thank you, Claire, for your outstanding 4 years of contributions to Bowie High School. Will the parents of Claire DeVillette please stand? We join you in the pride you must feel for your daughter, and thank you for the opportunity you gave us to have her at Bowie High School.